Welcome to Miamisburg, the Star City, a place with endless things to see and do and eat, and as we learned, a town with a great history. So now we venture on over to downtown where we find Mayor Collins here, and Mayor, there's a nice little piece of history behind you.
There is. This is Chief Little Turtle, and he represents how the original settlers of Miamisburg lived in peace and harmony along the Great Miami River.
Miamisburg also has an interesting connection to the Cold War, all in the area of the historical mounds.
Miamisburg is home to a former Department of Energy site. It was ran by several different contractors through the year. They built triggers for nuclear bombs. At that time, it was a highly secretive what they did up there. It was highly secure. They had their own police department, their own fire department. They had their own credit union up on the hill, as people refer to it. But it's been decommissioned for many years now and cleaned up.
Miamisburg's Cold War history is, well, history. Now the town is focused on making a name for itself with food and entertainment.
It is our shining star in downtown. It is a not-for-profit theater. Admission is $5.
Everybody's been telling us we have to check out the Plaza Theater, so let's see what it's all about. And we can't come and talk about the Plaza Theater without talking to the one and only Mr. Doug Sorrell.
Follow me. We're totally handicap accessible, so we'll use the ramp. Let's show you around. 292 seats, 4 wheelchair spots, 34-foot screen that goes out to 38-foot, full digital projection.
The Plaza Theater wasn't always the gym that it is right now. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into making it what it is today.
This was a great volunteer-created community project. But it's been 6-7 years of joy bringing this thing from an empty pit with a leaky roof to a facility that over the last 5.5 years has attracted over 75,000 patrons. Well, Austin, we made it back to the concession area. Clint, why don't you share a little bit of the history of this place?
Sure, Doug. We opened in 1919, closed in 1968, and reopened Christmas Day 2015.
Great, and I understand there's a lot of help that you get behind the scenes as well.
Exactly. We could not run the Plaza Theater without the help of our volunteers, and we're always looking for volunteers, so come join us.
So I'm sure you got some good popcorn while you were enjoying the movie, but maybe you have an appetite for something a little more hearty. Let's head on over to the hamburger wagon.
The best is as they come.
All right, so now we're coming up to the hamburger wagon, and we're going to talk to Jack Sperry, the owner, and this is an awesome place. It's an actual wagon. How did this come about?
It is. Well, back in 1913, we're 108 years old. We feel we're the nation's oldest food truck.
Jack credits Sherman Cockey Porter, who shared his family recipe that fed thousands of relief workers during the Great Flood of 1913.
And started selling them, I think, for a nickel on Saturdays. And demand was so much it swelled that it became an everyday activity.
Nowadays, people come from all across the country to get these burgers. But you folks are coming back into town to visit, and you said you had to come to the hamburger wagon.
Absolutely. I grew up here. Not every time, but a lot of times when I come back, this is the one place I love to eat the burgers because of the flavor. It's delicious.
Check this out. This is our product. This is our traditional slider. They're small. We cook them in a cast iron, 20-inch cast iron skillet, and they come simply with onion, pickle, salt, and pepper. As our sign says, no stinking cheese or sloppy sauces. We've been doing them the same way for the last 108 years. Why don't you try it and see what you think?
All right. Fantastic. We spent the whole day in Miamisburg, and I feel like we barely scratched the surface of things to do. I can't wait to come back. Austin Cheney, News Center 7.